Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing video. Today we have the Mcfarlane Mortal Kombat Tarakatan Beefcake Baraka, the general of the Tarakatan warriors, who are in the outlands of, or the wastelands of Outworld. As you can see, there they have him. This is the very nice box. It says the 22 points of articulation, but doesn't give us any much more information. Expects you to know who the character is. And once again, the side part is very nice, because that means that you can have your figures all along your wall, on your sides. You can tell which one is exactly which. But we are not going to keep him boxed, we are going to do an unboxing video, not a boxing video. That would be very different. Your boxing video would probably involve Logan Paul against Floyd Mayweather, for no reason. And we did remember the third bit of a sellotape this time. So, let us open Mr. Baraka and see what we have. Once again, just like Katana, this comes with a stand inside of the box. We are going to try not to use the stand and see if Baraka is willing to stand by himself. Katana was not willing, but we shall see if Tarakatans have slightly flatter feet. So, in terms of accessories, he comes with, if we can get it out, he comes with one brain, one potentially human brain. As you can see, it has all the parts of the brain there. It has the cerebellum and the, I can't remember the rest of it. The two hemispheres, the four lobes, so on and so forth. It's been a while since I did biology. And it comes with holes in the top of the brain, which is directly for Baraka to spear his blade through. So now let us get into Baraka. So the part that I want to open first is the arms, because I worry about the blades breaking. And we shall do the same with the other arm. We should be very careful with those, because if those snap, that would be devastating. If any part of the figure snaps, that would be devastating, but those look to be the most fragile. Let us go onto the head next, and the shoulders, and lastly the feet. The feet are concealed in there, and by getting rid of this part, we have defeated this box, and we have our Tarakatan warrior, who does stand very, very nicely. Very good. Much better than what Katana did. So let's just bring the camera down just a little bit, so that you can see everything that we have. So he does only come with one accessory, not very much at all, but let's look at the figure, because this is what we really want to see. As you can see, he's very, very detailed, which is very nice. As you can see in Mortal Kombat 11, they really put a lot of effort into the Tarakatan race. The big shoulder spikes, the back spikes, and this muscle mass in the back. As you can see, this is all unique for Baraka. This isn't, like you won't have Sub-Zero with these muscle marks on them. So that's very, very cool to see. And let's see how he moves. He has the butterfly joints, which don't move that much. A little bit stiff, a little bit of movement, tiny bit. The arms, they move on a ball joint. So that looks as far as he can get. Not exactly a T-pose, but close enough for anyone that should care. He has the bicep swivel, or he should. Very, very stiff bicep swivel. Now that's shoulder swivel. Bicep swivel, very, very in refusal. Very stiff. And these spikes really dig into your fingers when you're trying to do this. Be aware of that. He does have the double elbow joint, which is very good. And yes, both of them move. And let's see. So he can get in pretty close. That looks quite good, actually. That's almost like a pose from the game. He has the wrist joint, which is very stiff. It does turn, but There we go, there we go. Just a little bit of effort needs to be put in. Make that happen. It doesn't come with any additional hands or other accessories, unlike our Storm Collectibles. Double elbow joint, and once again the wrist movement. This is soft plastic, not hard plastic, so that's good. So that means it should be able to bend. Just be careful of it warping if you have them in a warm area or if you live in a warm climate, because that is a thing that happens. It is not something we need to worry about here in Scotland. It is not something we need to worry about at all, because generally most of the time it's freezing here. Torso swivel, ab crunch, there we are. Small amount of ab crunch, but I think a lot of it is based on this belt area here. I'll reposition myself. So let us try using the brain, which should go in this way, I think. And there we are, and that is almost like a fatality, and he stabbed someone's brain out of their skull. And let's look at the legs. So, in terms of high kick, he can mid kick at least. Double knee joint, which goes quite far back. A little bit stiff. Same on the other side. Yes, okay. The ankle. Nice ankle movement. Isn't much swivel. It does move on a ball like that. It does actually move a little bit to the left and right, but it's quite stiff. A lot of the stiffness that should come out if you just give it a little bit of attention. Just put a little bit of work into it and you should be fine. And yes, there we are. That is Baraka. So let us just see what poses we can get him into. Can we get him into a crossed arm pose, as he's slightly known for? I mean, we could, if we get the bicep swivel to work. There we go. Just took a little bit of effort and a little bit of asking. The hands are interesting. The hands look very human-like, but they do have the claws on the end, so that's quite cool. Again, get out this bicep swivel. There we go. You just need it to click so that it actually freaking works. We do something like that. Rotate the hands round, and there. It's a basic Baraka pose, I think. So, now let us try to move the camera out so we can see the feet and we can see the full height of them. And let us check the size of Baraka in comparison to some of our other figures, as we always do. So, first up is the Marvel Legends Shang-Chi, which, as you can see, the Marvel Legends figures are a little bit shorter than the good old Baraka Tarakatan here. Let us bring in, well, just in terms of showing height difference, the other Mortal Kombat Mcfarlane figure we currently have, which is Katana. And as you can see, those two are designed to be from the same line. So yes, they are pretty much on point. I think Baraka's actually a little bit taller, as he should be. I touched the camera again. Yeah, so as you can see from the top of the head there is a little bit of height difference with Baraka, which is good because it means that they're not just making them exactly the same height, they actually are paying attention to the size differences. Let's bring in from Mortal Kombat 3, Sector. And as we can see, yes indeed, Sector and Baraka are about the same height, which is a good comparison. From other Storm Collectibles, let's bring in the Hulkster, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Now you can see there, so if you want your Hollywood Hulk Hogan to wrestle against some Tarakatans, you absolutely can. You can see there's the feet next to one another, so you can see the actual height difference. And I think it's maybe just the positioning I've got of them. But they are about the same height. Baraka's maybe a little bit taller. And let's bring in from Tekken 7, Kazuya, who's also Storm Collectibles. And as you can see, Kazuya is a little bit taller. And he's still in refusal stand since the last time. There we are, that's a little bit better. So yes, but Kazuya is quite a tall character in terms of Storm collectible figures. Not sure why that is. I don't think he is supposed to be massively tall, but that's the way they made him. And next, let's bring in some of the larger figures so you can see. Let's bring in Baraka's boss, the Emperor of Outworld. He is not king, he is Khan. He is Shao Kahn. And as you can see there, the height difference between Shao Kahn and Baraka is pretty much perfect. You could absolutely have Baraka sitting there right beside Shao Kahn and he wouldn't look out of place. It looks like Shao Kahn is just getting ready to point his finger and tell Baraka to go take someone's brain out, I presume. Next, we'll bring in some of the other larger figures. So let's bring in the Storm Collectibles Goro, who is gigantic. And as you know, the Shokuns and the Tarakatans do tend to work together. Well, they do under the rule of Shao Kahn. They tend to fight one another out in the wastelands because Shokuns don't tend to like anyone other than other Shokuns. And Goro is once again in refusal to stand. We've had this problem in the past. He's thinking about standing. But the last time we did this, he just decided to fall the second that I looked away. So there we can see the height difference of Goro and Baraka. You can see there, that's the height of them next to one another. So yes, Baraka does come up to just under the... if we just line it up. The camera is at a bit of an angle. Let me fix that. It's on a metal wire, in case you're wondering. So yes, as you can see, Baraka comes to just about the shoulder, just under the second shoulder of Goro, which is probably about right. And then let's bring in the largest Storm Collectibles figure we own, which is Darkseid. And as you can see, Darkseid does indeed tower over Baraka, as he should, as the ruler of Apocalypse. So if you want to do your Mortal Kombat vs DC universe, this works out pretty nicely in terms of height. So, that is it for this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give a like, share and subscribe. It's only a small click for you, but it means a lot to me. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.